On today's adventure, we split up on a dangerous trail, bump into Cholla cacti, and search for a hidden house carved into a boulder. It's episode 3 of our 5,000-mile road trip. We're at our 4th national park, hitting the 3 best hikes at Joshua Tree. Let's get going. Good morning from Jumbo Rocks Campground. We woke up at 5:50 in the morning to catch the sunrise at 6:07 was.
It was very beautiful, and just sitting on top of these rocks was really, really nice. You just look around the campground and everyone else is kind of sitting on top of the rocks. It's just an awesome spot for camping. I'm going to recommend again recreation.gov. Get all of your reservations in. We actually chose this one very specifically because we knew it was right next to this big rock formation that we are now standing on top of.
This morning we used our little $30 stove we got on Amazon, also linked below. I made sunny side up eggs with hot dogs, sliced them in half, cooked them on both sides, and then had some peppers, chopped them up, and just made that with some tea. Blake made some yogurt and fruit. We had a whole feast. It was really nice.
But I think that it's time for us to head to the visitor center, grab our map, and try to find some cool things to do in the park.
Explore Joshua Tree.
That's right.
Let's go.
You get the lens for me. Before heading to the visitor center, we wanted to hit our first trail of the day since it was so close to our camp. Coming to a park named for its trees, we were surprised and amazed by the massive rock formations carved by the wind over time. The Split Rock Loop Trail is a 2-mile loop where you can scramble up some of these formations. As we began exploring the boulders, we got separated off trail and could barely hear each other. Ellie went around the back side and we split up, which you really shouldn't be doing. And now we're yelling at each other. Can you get up? Ellie! She's down over there somewhere.
So I'm in a little cave and I climbed through that and now I'm kind of stuck.
The view from up here is pretty awesome. Over there is the road, so never lose your bearings when you're off. Getting up here is no joke. I'm gonna go that way, try to find Ellie.
I can't really get out of here. Blake's somewhere else. We can talk through the echo.
Pretty impassable over here. There's no easy way of getting from one boulder to the other. Number one thing is, if you feel uncomfortable at all, don't do it, don't risk it, especially if you're split from your partner. So I'm not really sure if I can get over there, but I'm gonna keep trying to find my way. I'm gonna see if I can find her.
It's terrifying to be here all alone and not, no one can hear me talk or say anything. He went up that way. Watch. Blake! I can hear the echo to China and he cannot hear me. These boulders are really just blocking out the sound. It's really scary. It's really scary.
I came through this little cavern in here and I'm on the other side now. I'm gonna keep trying to find her. Maybe I'll climb up to the top of this. Maybe I can see her from there.
You have to be really careful with who you're with and the trails that you go on because they can honestly be really dangerous and a lot of accidents do happen in national parks. You need to be very careful, so make sure that you can hear the person you're with at all times.
Please learn from our mistakes. Never split up with your partner, especially if you are off the trail and bouldering a path you don't know. I found Ellie. She's way down there, and apparently she was yelling for me and couldn't hear me because I was inside the cave here trying to boulder over here. I'm at the very tippity top right now, and I'm gonna try to go where the split is, and we'll see what it looks like from up here. And then I'm gonna get down very slowly and carefully because I made her very worried and I feel very bad about it.
I was terrified. There's literally nobody here. Nobody here. Let's see. I can. Where are you? What?
I dropped my water bottle, but I'm okay.
He dropped his water bottle, but he's okay. Oh my God. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Time out for Blake.
So this is the point where I say, don't try this one at home.
Blake made it all the way to the top of the Split Rock. You're ridiculous.
Ellie's not happy with me. I lost my water bottle.
At least it wasn't him, because I was terrified. Please don't die. He's making me nervous. What are you doing, you psychopath? He says he's scared of heights.
I'm like terrified.
Whatever.
My hands are I would not suggest to come up here. It took a long time, a lot of off the trail, and it made Ellie very scared. So all those things, not what I want to do. Want to go around to the front?
There he is. The legend. Split.
So that was a pretty fun adventure. What do you think, Ellie? So I'll show you again where we were, where I was. Oh my God, I was up really high. Oh, I think this has gotta be the Split Rock. Ellie?
I don't think so. It says 2-mile trail to the Split Rock.
Does it say to the Split Rock?
It says 2-mile trail Split Rock loop.
After we finished the first trail, we headed for the Oasis Visitor Center, aptly named as the only place with water in Joshua Tree. If you need to download offline maps, fill up on water, or fill your gas tank, it's the best place to regroup before heading back into the park.
After a quick stop, we were headed south to the most unique hike in the park, Cholla Cactus Garden Trail. Yeah, we're currently in Cholla Gardens.
There's a lot of cacti. It's like super strange.
There is a ton of them here, and they're super cool, and they glisten in the sun. The stunning and endless cacti are also known as the teddy bear cactus and cannot be found growing like this elsewhere in the park.
It is hot. Definitely want to bring a lot of water. I got this one. Don't die today. Hike safely.
Yes. Don't get close to these. They're gonna get stuck on me.
They will.
They will.
What'd you do?
Cactus and me are not friends.
Please don't do that anywhere near me.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
And now here she is picking them out for the second time in 2 days.
We need to get away from the desert.
Instead of getting away from the desert, it was time to head to our biggest hike straight into it. Heading northwest, we were on to the last hike of the day, only accessible via a dusty dirt road.
We are near the trailhead of Desert Queen Mine Trail and Eagle Cliff Mine Trail. Let's go! Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
This trail is all about exploring the desert and these ancient mines. On the trail were lots of old mine shafts, rusted equipment, and supposedly a secret house carved into a boulder that we were really hoping to find. Hello!
So what do you think this rock looks like?
It's an elephant. So we're gonna start looking for the Boulder House. It's supposed to be kind of hidden. But yeah, it's still really hot and still nobody here.
Maybe it's at the end of this trail. Through a thicket, we could barely make out a window frame and what looked to be a doorway. We found it. That no one answered?
If you come here, please do not take anything with you. They just want you to take a look and enjoy.
This bucket's not gonna hold much anymore.
This belonged to a miner in the late 1890s, and we were in awe of what he had created. It is truly a special and historic place and the true highlight of the entire hike.
We left a particularly pretty piece of quartz as a symbolic token of appreciation and left the cabin, back into the midday heat.
We didn't see a single other person on the trail the whole way back. The heat of the summer keeps away crowds, so this trail tends to be busier in the colder months. We climbed a few rocks for some pictures on the way back before setting sights for the Northwest Park exit.
We had to make it to Oxnard, California, some 200 miles west of Joshua Tree, for tomorrow's adventure. We've been in the park for less than 24 hours and still have seen so many diverse aspects of Joshua Tree. We are excited to leave the deserts and cacti behind us and hit the Californian coast. In our next episode, we pack our bags and leave the RAV4 behind us. We exchange the open road for the open water and realize we're in over our head. We've got to survive 30 hours on an island with thousands of noisy, dirty neighbors.
Good morning!
That's right, we're camping overnight in Channel Islands National Park with thousands of seagulls. Anacapa Island, 30 hours, Inspiration Point, seagulls. Don't miss this one. Drop a like and a comment if you enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on what's to come. Until then, we'll see you next week on today's adventure.